All right, it had crashed one time, guys. Hopefully we're a bit better now. Uh, it had crashed. Oop, probably getting some echo. Captain's log. Now, Scarlet Warlock, Chris Cascadi screams. Yeah, I don't know. It crashed. It should be back now. We should be good to go. Let me turn that off. Okay. All right. We should be good to go now. How we doing? We're back at it, guys. We had the first Edge of Eternities trailer up. Trailer, not trailer. First Edge of Eternities video up. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me hit that. Boom. Let me get the monitor up. Boom. Oh, we're losing frames again. Guys, I'm not going to guarantee I'm not going to guarantee that this isn't going to collapse. It keeps telling me it's losing frames, like it's having a bad connection. I can't guarantee it won't collapse. All right, here we go. A little bit better. Okay, there we go. Trying to make your Is It Dagger more cohesive. It sucks right now. Well, it just so happens, Emmett, that an early access Dragon deck is going to be out tomorrow. And maybe you'll get a couple of ideas. Maybe you'll see a few ideas. And let's go to... Let's get our Stellaris music on. Spider-Man. I'm honestly kind of... not that interested in Spider-Man right now, guys. They're, in my opinion, they're premiering it way the fuck too early. Like, we haven't even got EOE out the door yet. We're gonna do some magic first. And Warp is a lot of fun. Yeah, Warp honestly was a hit for me. I enjoyed Warp. You got to know how to use it. You got to kind of figure out how to use it. But I had a good time with it. All right. Okay. All right, we should be good to go now. First time catching a stream all the way from South Africa. Welcome. Mind to Canvas is the full card set out for us to view. Yes, the full card set is out. And let me tell you a secret they're not going to tell you other places, guys. Can I tell you a secret that they don't want you to know? here are my deck builds, okay? Here is my gorgeous deck builds with my hot, thick decks in them. Here's the red deck that I made. And you can see that I have these cards here. I just can't play with them yet, okay? They're just here. If you want to see, and if you look here, it will say, well, maybe I can only do it because of the Lock Me Early Access, but it won't have the format. But a lot of times, if you type E equals EOE, and it'll give you the full cards list, you can look at them, and you can actually theory craft already. See that? As a matter of fact, we're going to theory craft tonight because I didn't even get to do my nanobot technology. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're also probably going to hit Mythic, but that's less interesting than hitting a fucking nanobot infect. Oh, so I had to have used it in the other... You can't get it until the... Okay, never mind. That only works for me because I was in early access. It won't work for you yet. Ignore that tip. Because you would have had to selected the thing and gone through the thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They don't let you do that yet. They let me do it, not you. I thought it was for everyone, but I was wrong. Yes, I absolutely... let me show you what I have coming up. I have full videos of these. I have full videos of these coming up. I want you to hit the fucking the bell so you're there when it gets down. We already dropped Angel Star. Angel Star is already gone. Okay, that's launching into outer space. We have Titanfall, which is landfall green. We have Infinite Darkness, which is warp black. Which is warping black. We have Legion Light, which is Orzhov Soldier Knights. Nova Dragons, which is Red Warp. And Nova Dragons, which is Red Warp. So you have these many... You have 4 more deck videos coming out. 2 of them are Warp themed. Some of the other ones are kind of Warp and Void theme. I really didn't do any stations. Station's not that good of a mechanic. Let me be honest with you. I will do a station eventually. Titanfall is fucking a monster. I tried to make this one and it didn't work quite right. However, I want to show you a card here real quick. You only have a couple days left to go. So I want to build one off the Virulent Silencer. That's what I want to build. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison tokens. Oh yeah, you can see them in collection and not in build. Yeah, so you can see them in collection. That's the nanobot. That's the nanobot infect that we're gonna try to run on these guys. Anyways, nanobot infect. Actually, let me see if I can run it. I could probably rip that up real quick. I don't want this one anymore. We do want Hull Carver. So if we put Virulent Silencer, look at Death Touch, Plant Scorpion, Biolante. Look at that guy. That fucking guy looks crazy. Graveblade Heavy. We do want Hull Carver. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals damage to a player, it gets 2 poison counters. So this has Death Touch and is an artifact, which means that if you combine it with Finn the Fangbearer, it's actually really virulent. Oh, Embrace Oblivion, Century, Virus Beetle. We're taking a look at it real quick. Warden, Edge Rover. Seed Ship Impact. Mono Sentry might be a good one. Hull Carver is a really good card, by the way. For a common, a 1/1 Death Touch for 1 is not bad. It's not bad at all. Timeline Color. Timeline Crawler. Drix Fate Maker. Hymn of the Faller. Depressurize or Stab? I don't know. I didn't play with those, either of them, too much. Susser Segundi. Coral of the Void. I haven't even done Coral of the Void yet, which is a fucking banger card, by the way. Tragic Trajectory. The thing about Stab is that it's instant speed. That's my biggest issue with Tragic Trajectory, is that this is fucking... I have to play this on my turn. That's my biggest issue with it. You know? That's my number one issue, is that it's fucking not instant. Artifact. Dark Knight. Dragon Sniper. Here we have Vane, Carterus, Soldier. Okay. Susser Segundi. When the imposter is Susser Segundi. So I think if we go from here, Finn, Dragon Sniper, Monoist. How do we give other things menace too? We want to make sure that they can deliver the payload. Menace. Death Touch. That guy, he's going away, unfortunately. Fear of the Dark. Husker Buster Swarm also gets it. He would be a good one to put. Husker Buster Swarm. Because he has Menace and Death Touch. But we would need to do Mill for it to do that. We would need to get the Mill on for that. Rattleback Apothecary. Chose it with Menace or Lifelink. Interesting choice here. Whenever you commit a crime, target creature you control gets your option of Menace or Lifelink. I actually like that for a 3-drop. Whenever you commit a crime. I'll put 2 of her in. Nobody's ever used her yet. Literally nobody has ever used that card in their life. Except possibly me. So maybe we do a wee touch of depressurizes. Oh, we don't need to use depressurize. Embrace Oblivion, Hellish Sideswipe. Now we have anything that instantly gives us Death Touch. That's also what I'm kind of looking for. That instantly gives target creature you control Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay. A Killer Among Us. What if we put a Killer Among Us and vote out? What do you guys think of that? Among Us and the imposter is sus. Do you guys like that fucking 5-year-old meme right there? You enjoying that? Is that good? We have Among Us reference and second Among Us reference in Magic cards. There you go, guys. We did it. We did it, guys. That's a defender, so we actually need that to attack. Alright, we're going to leave that one right there. We're going to leave that one right there for right now, because I got some, we got some other ideas. Okay, we're going to leave that one right there for right now. Among Us, skibbity gat. We'll go for it. Let me put down the City of Mako first. Yeah, maybe we'll get a chicken jockey card soon. Bum, 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 bum. Hello. Llanowar Elves. I'd really prefer if you did not play that. It'd be better for me if you did not fucking ramp. That's my thing, though. Chicken. Chicken. Okay. We'll do Nizumi Linebreaker. Should we come in at him? Let's wait. Llanowar Elves. That's Chocobo. He's probably going to put down a mana now, right? Let's push in. See if he wants to trade. Didn't think he wanted to trade, but we'll do this. Okay. Bartz is a Choco jockey. That is true. I'm surprised more people didn't make that joke. Choco jockey. Zavritz, the favorites, the #1 Davritz. How you doing? Tifa Lockhart. Push in. Decline. Boom. Tifa Lockhart again. Let's say Skellington. Let's do this. Boom. Let's flip you. Drew another one that was trash. Boom. Boom. Okay, so all I need to do is he needs to not kill me this right now. And we'll be okay. He just needs to not kill me right this second. And we'll be fine. I think we got it. He's not going to kill me this second. So all I got to do is attack with Sephiroth and Bone Brute. He's going to go in. Bango. Watch this. This is why I like this combo. There you go. Yeah, that was quite a flood there. That was eight mana off the muscle. 8 mana off the muscle for old Jay. 8 mana off the muscle for the old Jayster. The Jaysteroni. Into the blood again. Hey, what's up, Lazzy Peon? How you doing, Babs? Artist X, welcome to the show. Dab Hands, did I say hello to you? Jason Flood, into the flood again. Chris Cass, not a stream without Chris Cass, as we know. Alright. Same old trip was back then. Boop bop, boop 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 bop. Though I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Am I wrong? Have I come too far to get home, girl. Am I wrong? Left you here alone. Liliana, Villainy.
When I win,
Ooh.
you're telling me what you know.
Each player crad's a crad.
Drop it.
Crad and no swag. We're gonna put down. Whoops. That was the. Why did I get rid of? I meant to get it sewer. Oh, I fucked that up. I totally just punted right now. I meant to put down Skitter King. That way, that even if she did sacrifice, we'd only lose the token. Fuck me, man. Brass Tunnel Grinder. Okay, so if he's hitting Reanimator, we can do something here. Sacrifice the creature.
One of your friends has to leave.
Okay, that works. Okay, he's looking for something to reanimate. We do have Strategic Betrayal to get rid of that, whatever that may be. In case this Dash Skeleton's gonna get solved. Brass Tunnel Grinder, so let's see if he gets what he wants in here. Because we can fuck him up. Discard any number of cards and draw that many. He has not gotten what he wanted out of this. Out of his Reanimator. I'm sure he's not happy. He's gonna cut that down. Okay. There's nothing in there to reanimate yet. He's got all trash. I feel bad for him, frankly. Let's do this. Push that in. Boom. Let's solve right away. Let's solve right now. For a, we want a Sephiroth. Let's get the Sephiroth in our hand. Yeah. Decline for right now. Okay. I'm really waiting for his graveyard to fill up with something because he's running Rakdos Reanimator. This is the only reason you run fucking Brass's Buckle Grinder here is to fucking reanimate. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Hit a reunion. Can he get the... He's looking to put something in there. If he can hit reanimate... No, he's not hitting reanimate. What's he doing? What is he doing right now? That's going to lose him 4 life if he does something there. Bitter Triumph. Boom. Boom. Lose 4 life. He flipped the grinder. Let's do Corpses of the Lost then. Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. You don't know. How you doing, Zavritz the Favorites? Goodbye, corpses. Alright, we're 2 away, guys. Let's try to finish it off. Not a bad curve here. 1, 2, and 3. Reanimator. If I don't get a whatchamacallit, I'm in trouble. I need my strategic betrayal. Ooh. Non-land card from it. The only non-land card I have is Case of the Stash Skellington. Yeah. It's the only non-land card I got, my guy. Okay. Gonna go in for one ping. Lord Skidder, you're gonna have to do the dirty work next turn, because I don't want him reanimating. I have a feeling this is fucking dinosaurs. Money outweighing trouble on the Skidder beam. Probably gonna hit removal on it. Boom. Okay. It is what it is. Boom. Get rid of doubling season. Karn Silex, destroy. Boom. Create a thingy. So we're gonna do this. Goodbye, corpses. You don't exist at all. Let's see. What's he got here? Overlord of the Hauntlings. Say you'll haunt me. Say you'll never die, you'll always haunt me. Let's put that down. Let's slam in. If we can flip that fucking... If he doesn't board wipe us right now, we can flip that guy. We're good to go. We're golden. We'll see here. He's got nothing to reanimate. He could just run a straight fucking up and down wipe against us, which is, you know, sucks. He's out of there. Wall of Fire, ultimate Wall of Fire, guys. That guy was cooking something fucking insanely devious. I don't know what it was. I'm glad I never got to see it, because I think just witnessing whatever the fuck that guy was doing was going to, was gonna fucking warp our minds forever. Whatever fucking combo he was about to pull off was some of the most diabolical shit ever. I believe it. I genuinely believe it. That he had some just absolutely diabolical shit ready to go. Worry. Okay, kind of a good early play here. Let's put down Forsaken Miner. Hello. Authority. Ooh, we all know what Authority does. It's gonna be hard to eat through all this shit. Wabango. Got a little bit of removal here. Let's do it. Boom, boom. Space. Don't believe that. Okay. Geological Appraiser. You're gonna explore 3, discover 3. Fear of missing out. Boom. Okay. Flip. We push him in. Those are Menace. Oh my god, I think we got him. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. Roll that beautiful bean footage. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what. That's a lot easier than it was last season. Holy shit. Fuck me, man. Oof. All right. Well, that's a load off. Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Mars, how you doing? All right. We only got to Mythic 87. A lot easier. A lot easier than it was last season. Holy shit. But we did it. We're back. We're so back. We've never been more back. By the way, guys, basically got there with fucking Skelerats. Skelerats absolutely fucking dominated. Was a fucking force of nature. Let me show you Skelerats. Yeah, I'll probably put a short of it up tomorrow, Chris Chaos. Let me show you what we got here, ladies and germs. There you go. Skelerats ended up with a 69 nice% win rate on the play. 68% total, and this is what got me to Mythic. Skelerats went on fucking some generational runs here. This run right here, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and 1 basically catapulted me 2 levels on its own. And this is what fucking broke it off. That's what put me from Diamond 1 to Mythic. So Skelerats was an absolute fucking crack shot on doing this. If you want this deck, let me pull it up for you, because it wasn't as popular as I thought it would be. But let me put this up. Boom. All right. Yeah, let me grab it for you. Yeah, Skelerats absolutely fucking dominated, viciously dominated the fucking board. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me post it for you. That is the Mythic deck right there. 66% on the draw is pretty good as well. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. So you just literally witnessed me doing it. Generational runs here. When I get in these little holes right here, I feel like this was just the game slowing me the fuck down. But ultimately it did what it needed to do. I wish it had stayed in 70. For a while it was in 70 until I hit this stupid piece of shit here. This was a 10-minute long fucking struggle bus game against Control. You can see that. Some of these losses went on forever, which shows you how hard it fought. Blue, 13-minute long game that I lost. It wasn't over quick. Azorius, 10-minute long game that I lost there. Insane. So some really brutal runs off the top that I really enjoyed. Everyone is mad at this because when you click this, it plays an unskippable cutscene. You don't have Lord Skitter crafted? Lord Skitter is kind of important. I honestly wouldn't even be... the fact that Reanimator is what it is right now, Skitter Beams is a rare that I don't think you're going to regret, because he eats Graveyard every turn. He's rotation proof. This is rotation proof, by the way. You're never going to have a problem with this. He eats a Graveyard every turn, so he is one of your best anti. He also gives a sacrifice piece every turn for Mr. Sephiroth here. So I don't think that you're ever going to be in too bad of a shape not crafting Skitter, because I do think he has some other uses. He always has a sacrifice outlet for you, generates a little rat token, and he always eats the Graveyard. So if you wanted to eventually invest in him, I don't think it's a terrible investment, to be perfectly honest. you know. Now I can put top mythic in my whatchamacallit, in my stream description. Top mythic 1% best deck. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so that's a load off my chest there. It's over in 6 days, so it doesn't flip until the 31st, which means that we'll hit Edge of Eternities on Tuesday, still in Mythic, and we can run a couple of decks in that. Cool. I was also thinking, what do you think about this, guys? I was also thinking about like a 10-minute long or 20-minute long rotation guide. A little bit of hey, what's up, 10,000? Look what we did. Boom, look at that. I was also thinking about a little rotation guide of what's going, what big cards are going, and what you should do to change it. What you should change up. I don't know. Thought about a rotation guide. A lot of people have questions about rotation. Hey, what's up, Shinigami? Should we watch the unskippable cutscene? Hey, how you doing, Seth Maxwell? Welcome. I've heard this is one of the best stories that Magic has done in a while. We have an Empire of Bonarescence to tell us. That's what people were so mad about? It took that long? That's it? They played a little fucking preview for like 30 seconds and people were like, this is the worst thing ever. Whoever did that needs to be fired. I get not wanting to sit through the whole thing because it's, you don't want to sit through it, you want it out of it, but it wasn't 20 minutes. It wasn't a Metal Gear cutscene. What do you mean it's not canon? That doesn't make any sense. It's 100% canon. It's just separate from the main storyline. Boop, 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 boop. People should play Sons of Liberty, then come back and complain. Real dab hands. Yeah, go play Sons of Liberty. Oh, well, thank you for coming by, 10,000. I'm glad you struggled in with your internet, man. You can't type, and you have internet problems. Thank you either way for coming, my guy. Vito Cajano de Pasamonte. No, it exists outside of the main storyline. It's a side story telling of what happened, but it is canon. This really did happen. It's going to affect what happens in the main story because it does something about what Tezzeret is doing and probably sets Tezzeret off. We're going to play some more Stellaris? We certainly can. Hey, what's up, Jar Werewolf? Jar Werewolf. Jar love to you, my brother. Yeah, we are gonna play more. We are gonna play more. I actually got the black hole fucking storyline going on, and because I've been playing it off screen, we will play more of that. We hit Mythic. We brewed a deck. Why don't we get to deck brewing a little bit more? Let's work on Nano Infect a little bit more because I want to get this quite right, and we're almost there. I feel. Yeah, we can play some more Stellaris afterwards if you want. I'm surprised you guys like it as much as you do. I'd be a Stellaris / Magic streamer if I could. I have like 300 hours in Stellaris. Oh, yeah, you can you can turn off. What you need to do, Mochi, is you need to turn off your music and just listen to me. That's what you need to do. Yeah, there you go. It's Rogue One. At the very end, we see how it affects the main storyline. It's a spin-off, really, is what it is. That's a good way of looking at it. All right, so we got to figure out a way to get this evasion in here because we have to trample these guys. Let's do EOE, trample. To put a 1/1 targeted creature you control gains reach, trample, and indestructible, untap it. Biosync burst. Interesting. Alright. Menace. Insatiable Skittermaw. He's got Void. Menace. Trample. Gallblade Heavy. Hole Carver. Alright. So let's do Indestructible Dark Endurance. Targets a blocking creature. You like my Mongolian throat singing? The Sadakar, yeah. Do. When my voice gets real low and crunchy like that. Biosync Bird. Let's add another one of those in. And then let's just look at tramplers in general. Rock Curse, Rakshasa. Audacity and Audacities. Let's make it rotation proof. Oh, we're gonna miss Audacity, bros. Real though. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the goal. Virulent Silencer. If an artifact creature you control deals damage, it deals 2 poison. If a Death Touch creature hits, it deals 2 poison. So now we have 2 options. We have Death Touchers that'll deal poison, artifact creature Death Touches that'll do poison, and we got to get some more artifacts in there, I suppose. Some more artifact creatures. Mr. Villain, I have to restart the raid and getting Lad. I'll be back in a few. Okay. Sorry, bub. Guys, this is the question. What do we think we want in here? We want Synchronized Charge? Creature control game, Trampler, Vigilance. Let's put a little Synchronized Charge on there. Biosync Birth. Let's do a little synchronized charge. Vein. Let's take a look at artifact creatures. Artifact creatures. Vein's treachery. It's a dog mascot. We don't really have that many good... Alright, what other good one-drop artifact creatures do we have? We have this guy. Ginger Brute. That's not a bad one because it can't be blocked. So if we ran with it and we did Virulent Silencer with Ginger Brute, we delivered the payload. It's actually not the worst idea. Yeah. The cookie. Yeah, we could actually put a couple of cookies in there and be okay. I think we could do the rest. We could do destroys. Alright. Let's take that out. Right. Tragic Trajectory. We can try it. We can definitely try it. Embrace Oblivion. Vote out. When the imposter is sus. Depressurize. We could try a couple of them just for funsies. Alright, I think that this is going to be the Nano Infect that we're going to give a shot to. I'm a little worried about we're a little low on Trample, but I think if we do Synchronous Charge, we can also cast Synchronous Charge from the graveyard. Rattleback Apothecaries actually does pretty good stuff right here. What else grants Death Touch? There's something that gives Death Touch. That's the other thing that I want, is a card that gives somebody Death Touch. Yeah, Toxin Analysis might not be bad, because if you have Virulent Silencer with Toxic Analysis and Finn the Fangbearer, it's going to do 4. So it is something to consider. Rattleback might not be the best one. That gives Menace or Lifelink. Yeah, as a matter of fact, no, we're not going to do that one. We're going to do Toxic. There we go. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll have to see. We're gonna try this. We'll have to see if it gets us anywhere. We'll have to see if it fucking works. You know. Wow, it takes so long for my fucking card sleeves to load. Holy shit. That's not a flex. It's kind of annoying. What's a good poison back for this? What's a good poison? I love my... I should use my Vapor Wave more, because I love these. Hoity-toity-toy. Should we just do this? I think we can't go wrong with that. Let's change our companion. Dragon. We're not using a dragon right now. How's about the Dastardly Rock? The Dastardly Rock. Okay. Alright, so that's the idea anyways. I feel like with early plays, we could start poisoning them out pretty effectively. I do think that we would have a good effect on people. Hey, Winter. Hey, what's up, Summer? Alright, let me go get some water because I hurt my throat going... So, let me go fix that with some water. Be right back. Only 5 more days till the edge. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Nano Infect is done. Okay, you know what we can do, guys? Since we're doing just a little bit of housekeeping tonight, how about we do a shakedown breakdown of the red deck that you're going to see tomorrow? How about we look at Nova Dragons? How about we take a look at that? We'll do a shakedown breakdown. I have the footage for Nova Dragons, so I don't need to. I can't play any games for it, but we can just shake and break it. Also, Nova Dragons went on a generational run, by the way. Nova Dragons did a full complete. They did a 7-2 on the event. Once we got them locked the fuck in, they absolutely ripped and gripped. Let me look at these stats of the other ones. Legion of Light, I wasn't able to get too many games in with them. That's going to be a short video because one of the videos didn't... I had an 8-minute game and it didn't get recorded. I had an 8-minute game. I'm like, oh, great. I got exactly 40 minutes, and I played up right into the end, and I had a great game against Malone, and the fucker didn't get recorded. So originally it was going to be around... That was 18 minutes. That was 10 minutes. That was 10, so that was 38, plus another 40, another 41. Yeah, it was going to be like 50 minutes. Probably going to be about 40-minute long video with the with everything said and done for Light Legion. Unfortunately, I think that but that went on a run. Infinite Darkness, of course, I'm saving until game day. That went on a generational run as well. That went on a 7-1, which was great. And Titanfall eventually really fucking gripped. Really fucking gripped. That did not get a full complete because I ended up splitting it up over 2, but we did get the stats out of it. We did get the wins out of it, which was pretty good. Which I like. So Titanfall is going to be a good one too. That one was fucking... Ooh, talking about swinging some schmeat. That one swung fucking schmeat. Oh, a match against me on Malone's video. What deck was I playing? Was I playing Orzhov? Because if it was, that was me fucking... I beat his ass with Orzhov after it was like a 10-minute long game. It was good. Malone's a great guy, by the way. I shouldn't say I beat his ass because it was a fucking struggle bus. I eked it out. Should not say I beat his ass. That's the wrong thing. I eked it out with some fucking... He was trying to do something and it didn't. It almost got me. He almost got me with the landfall tricks. And I fucking... We were beating the fuck out of each other and I eked it out, which was really good. Liked it. It was good stuff. I think I also did beat him with Angels. If I was playing Orzhov Soldiers or Knights, that's the one that didn't get recorded. That's the one that didn't get recorded. For whatever reason, I was recording and it ended up, I didn't do something. I didn't click the right thing and it did not come through. I'm supposed to be recording everything that I do in early access, and I somehow fucked up and missed that one. And it would have made the video perfect because it was a really good game. But I'm kind of mad at myself for not doing that one. But still got a little bit of extra. It's a bonus video. It's only going to be like probably 6 games, which is, you know, I try to put a minimum of 6 games in it. I try to do my videos an hour long, but either way, I'm going to give it to you guys just because you guys are great. I want you to have it, so either way. And of course, the Black Void is going to go up on the day. By the way, Tuesday, let me tell you, Tuesday is going to be release. It's going to be cards. It's going to be pack opening. We're going to open 100 packs. We're going to play games. We're going to do 2 hours of stream, probably from like 2 o'clock to 4. 4 o'clock is going to be premiere of the Void Mono Black. The Black Hole Mono Black. So be ready for that. Be there. Be square. That's what we're going to do Tuesday afternoon. So we'll do pack opening during the day, and we'll raid you out right into the live premiere of we'll raid you out right into the live premiere of the new video. All right? How's that sound? Good? Okay. Sounds great. Do. Okay, sorry about that. I was double checking something. Okay, here we go. Shakedown breakdown time. All right, I want you guys to promise if I do this shakedown breakdown on camera, you guys will still watch the video. You can't skip out on the video just because you watch the shakedown breakdown. Okay, it's not allowed. You can't say, "Oh, I saw it already, guys." All right. Can't do that. Can't fucking do that. Anyways, here we go. Oh my goodness, 58. We're almost at our 5-year anniversary, aren't we, Snow? Aren't we, Snow? Also, how are you standing? How are you physically awake right now? Good Lord. You gotta be exhausted. Yeah, because I met you in October, so this is July. it would be August, September, and then October would be 61 months. All right. Shakedown, breakdown. There we go. Turn off the Stellaris music. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are taking a look at the Nova Dragons. Dragons are back, and they're in space, if you can even believe it. This is going to be an Edge of Eternities early access deck that Wizards was nice enough to let me in early access, and I got to play with the new cards. And believe it or not, we are warping in the fire. This is all the explosive power of an actual supernova right here, with a couple of new cards, new dragons, and new mechanics to really show you off how deadly and dangerous this can be. So this is a treasure ramp mono red dragon deck, heavily featuring the warp ability and how broken that it can possibly become. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button right down there, guys, something's going to happen to you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places, hit the bell and be notified when we go live or anything new happens. Check it out. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions, post memes, look at all the Edge of Eternity spoils. Share your deck builds. You have an Edge of Eternities idea, come share it on the Discord. That's where our community is. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down there to the AetherHub. That is where you will find it for more explosive firepower. So what are we talking about with Nova Dragons? First things first, we're going to run into some burn and some ramp. A little bit classic. We're going to start easy. A little bit of saute and flambe, right? Burst lightning for a little bit 2 removal that can possibly scale into a 4 kicker for that extra late game 4 damage to finish him off in just case we need to get him off, or we need to kill the ramper. Sometimes you have to bolt the bird, as you occasionally do know. 1 red right there. I'm also going to go with a braid. I've noticed that with the prevalence of with this new set coming out, artifacts are a big deal. There's a lot of artifacts in Edge of Eternities, so you're going to want to keep that thing on you, man. You're going to want to keep that 3 damage or that artifact destruction. Now, I know a lot of people go, I prefer suplex. Nothing wrong with preferring suplex. You want to flip that train over? That's your business. Any kind of artifact breaker, I think, is kind of necessary right now. We're also going to go with 2 lightning strikes just for the heck of it. Again, removal can be kind of essential early game because we do need to get the combination off. We do need to combo off so that we can ramp up and hit our stride. So sometimes we do need to play a little early suppression or direct damage. So one of the new cards is going to be this Full Bore. This is a Kavu going absolutely nuts on a mining thing right here. This is a crazy, crazy Kavu. That's what that creature is. 1 red. Some people, not me, but some people are calling this the new Monstrous Rage. And frankly, with this card on the way, I understand more why they killed Monstrous Rage the way they did. Because we have another 1-drop +3. So this is a 1-drop instant. Target creature gets +3 and +2 until the end of turn. It doesn't always give trample like Monstrous does. However, if that creature was warped in, it gives trample and haste until the end of turn. So if you are using the warp feature, which is lets you bring in a creature for less of its cost down there, you see that? The Nova Hellkite has that warp. If you are using that warp feature, it will be the +3 trample and haste that you are looking for on top of it. So keep Full Bore in mind. As an uncommon, it can really, really bring a lot to red as an instant speed pump card. So that's one of the new ones right there. Next step, after all of these burns and other utilities, we're going to have the treasure generators. We're going to go with 4 Sarkhan Dragon Ascendants. You could do 3. If you want to do 3, that's fine. And do more Generous Plunder. However you want to do it. I think any kind of a treasure generator or ramper is going to be good. 1 red and 1, 2/2 Human Druid, legendary creature. When Sarkhan enters, you may behold a dragon. If you do, you create a treasure token. Whenever a dragon you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Sarkhan until the end of turn. He becomes a dragon and into additional and gains flying. So if you're able to put him in, he gets flying and trample. There's a really, really good combo play with Nova Hellkite on the 3 right here. We're going to talk about that in a second because it lets you put an enormous amount of damage down on turn 3 that I think people are going to really like. It's secretly a hasty deck. Like, you see this high end, you're like, whoa, that's a lot of dragons. That's a lot of high cost cards. You can do an insane amount of damage early on. So that's going to be that. That'll help you ramp and get flying out. We're also going to go with Generous Plunderer. This is the other thing that I had for anti-artifacts. A lot of people are running artifacts in this. Let's punish them for that. Let's make them hurt for artifacts. 1 red and 1 2/2 Human Rogue Menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, you make a treasure token, which helps you ramp. When you do, target opponent creates a tapped treasure token. Whenever this creature attacks, it deals damage to defending player equal to the number of artifacts they control. So they can't spend that treasure right away. And when I swing in, it's going to do 1 damage to them, which is very nice with the 2/2 Menace going in. The more treasure they have or the more artifacts, we can do an insane amount of damage to them. I've killed artifact decks like that. If they're doing Simulacrum Synthesizer and they're not thinking correctly, they're not paying attention, they've got 8 artifacts over there. I swing and I do 8 damage. A lot of times it's lights out for them. So that is a really good one to help ramp and keep the damage steady going down onto our opponents right there. Very, very useful. Now, here comes the interesting stuff. Here is the Nova Hellkite. I was not thinking this was much chop at first. I was like, this is okay. Man, was I wrong. This is really a lot of power. You can see that this dragon is literally made out of stars in a nebula, which is sick as hell. 3 red and 3 4/5 flying and haste. Decent. Everyone would say that that's decent. And when it comes in, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Not great, but it's like okay. It's an okay card. What really sets this off, because a 4/5 with trample and haste, with flying and haste, is okay, is the warp. The warp is what really does this. Warp is we can cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Then we exile at the beginning of our next M step. Then you cast it from exile in later turn. So it's not in your graveyard. It's in the warp space. It has haste. So we can put this 4/5 flying haste down on turn 3 and hit someone with it immediately. And then next turn, generally, if we've ramped even 1 time, we can bring it down on turn 4 to do it again. Now, the combination that I told you about earlier is if you do Sarkhan, and then on turn 3, Sarkhan turn 2, Nova Hellkite on turn 3, and warp it in, this is going to be a 4/5 haste flying. This is going to be a 3/3 flying. That is going to be 7. Don't forget, Full Bore. Target creature you control gets +3 until the end of turn if that creature was cast for its warp cost against trample and haste. You can attack with Sarkhan flying, 3 flying, and then use the extra treasure to cast Full Bore on Nova Hellkite to make it a 7. You can do 10 damage flying, trample, hasting on turn 3 with that combo. Full Bore into Sarkhan into Nova Hellkite. That is 10 damage on turn 3. I don't think that is probably one of the better aggro lines that we're talking about. Turn 4, why not just throw a bunch of lightning strikes or generous plunderers at him or something like that? You're going to be really, really, really doing a lot of damage quickly with that. So you want even more warp craziness? This is the guy for you. This is the other one that we're going to be doing here is Tunetank Steadfast Second. He is the captain, okay? He is the navigator that he is going to, or the commander rather, that's second in command. 2 red and 2. If this guy gets down, first of all, if you see him go down, you need to kill this guy on sight. He's that dangerous. And if we get him down, it's pretty much over. If he survives, other creatures you control have haste. So everything else we have has haste. And artifact creatures and red cards that we have warp. What does that mean? That means every single one of these dragons now has warp. We can pay it for its warp cost of 1 red and 2. Don't forget, all creatures that warped in now have haste. We can warp in on turn 5 or even turn 4 if we get some treasure. Dracoseth, Maw of Flames. We warp him in. This 7-drop dragon, we warp him in. He immediately attacks for 7 flying, deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of 2 other targets. Insanity. If we get Tunetank in by turn 3, which we easily could using Sarkhan or Generous Plunderer, we get Tunetank in by turn 3. Turn 4, Dracoseth goes in. Oh man, I don't even know what to tell you, man. This is an absolute disaster, worst case scenario for if you ramp in Dracoseth. He is going to burn the stars themselves. Of course, we also have Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest. Warping them in is great because whenever they enter or attack, you exile the top X cards of your library. X is the creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You can play those cards, or whenever they go back out of exile, they do 2 damage for each of those cards that are still in exile. So you can warp that guy in and then do a bunch of additional damage. Terror of the Peaks is a brutal hit right here. Creatures you control, if they target them, it's a 5-drop dragon. If they target them, they have to lose 3 life. And then when anybody else enters, they lose life equal to that. I love to do Terror of the Peaks. Even if we get Terror of the Peaks on 5, I've double warped in 2 Hellkites, and guess what that means? 2 4 power creatures go in, and we do 8 points of damage with turn 5 hit Terror and turn 6 double Hellkite right there. Stormscale Scion, of course, being able to warp that in for cheap. It gets every other copies. It gets a copy for each other copy that you've cast this turn for everything else that you've cast this turn. So that's a great way to get that. You could do like a lightning bolt, a lightning strike, and then warp in a Scion for an additional one to get that storm off and pump the rest of the dragons, or just swing in with a huge amount of dragons right there, or trigger any other things right there. And of course, Dracoseth is a literal flying disaster, an apocalypse in and of itself, burning whole planets down. That is what we're gonna do. So that is the goal right here. That is the whole idea. You want to set up your early burns, keep them suppressed, generate your treasure, start hitting them hard so that they really don't have a chance. Keep them off kilter with the Hellkite Sarkhan combo. And as soon as you get Tunetank out, it's over. You're going to be able to pull off some amazing, brutal combos right here, combining all of these high-powered dragons swinging in for an enormous amount of damage as it goes. And it is a lot of fun to warp those dragons in. Nova dragons, that is what we're looking at right there. We look at the stats, it's insanely expensive, 3.6, but that warp ability is really going to help us get all of those things out early. Of course, this is a standard deck, rotation proof, no worries there. We have our red dragon companion, 27 creatures, birds, dragons, druids, humans, kavus, pilots, and rogues. 10 instants, that's it. It's dragons, instants, and lands. It is a simple thing right here. Look how small this is. No enchantments, no artifacts, no sorceries. Direct. We are going to burn you, and we are going to chomp you up with the dragon power right there. So that is what we're looking at with the Nova Dragons. Absolutely went on a brutal run. And I just wanted to make you aware of basically the 3 new cards here that set it off. Tunetank is a monster. Nova Hellkite's actually really solid. And Full Bore has the potential to be one of those new red cards that you're just, oof, I'm so mad at it. I don't like it. Watch out for that. We also have to talk about our sideboard. Crash Through is not a bad idea in case they have a lot of flyers and they're blocking you. Everyone gaining trample and you draw a card. That's not bad. Dreadmaw's Ire for a little bit more trample and artifact destruction. Plasma Bolt. This one's pretty good too for a sorcery. 1 red, it deals 2 damage, or it does the full lightning bolt, 3 damage to any creature. if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn and or a spell was warped in. So you can use Plasma Bolt with Nova Hellkite to do a direct 3 damage. Torch the tower for a little bit of exile. Suplex, like I said before, for basically a different version of a Braid if you want. Either one. Ruinous Rampage is another card that I wanted to bring attention to. It's 3. It's basically the new Brotherhood's End. It's Brotherhood's End again. So keep an eye out for this. It's 2 red and 1, 3 damage to each opponent, or exile all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. If you're running into an artifact deck, this will absolutely ruin it. So it's not a bad card to keep in stock. And I can't forget about the Nebula Dragon. Look at that thing. It looks like a Star Titan from Stellaris. What are those called? Star Titans? Look at that thing. It is a 7-drop, but again, I wouldn't worry about that 7-drop if you are warping in with Tanic. So you certainly could do this if you can't afford some of the more expensive dragons, because it's only a common, and the warp ability is really good because, of course, it'll come in for 3. It's a 4/4/3 flying haste, and it does 3 damage to any target when it comes in. So it has a built-in lightning bolt, and the art is sick as hell. So consider that as well. If you can't afford some of those more expensive dragons, if you don't have the wild cards, consider Nebula Dragon and using it with Tanic, and you'll be good to go. So that is what we're talking about right there with Nova Dragons. We're going to get in some games here in early access for you. Let's get into it, guys. Hope you like it. Let's go. All right. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? How you doing, man? All right. Well, we've done everything we needed to do tonight. Yeah, that art is... listen, if there's one thing that they nailed with Edge of Eternities, it's the fucking artwork. They absolutely fucking crushed the artwork like you wouldn't believe. They hit the artwork so goddamn hard, man. You would not believe how good the fucking art is on this shit, man. It's amazing. They really did it. Let me turn that on. Dun, 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 dun. Ugh. The lands look great. Oh yeah, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this. They absolutely, I love the artwork. I don't think I have a bad thing to say. Look at that. Look at this fucking full art, man. Even blue looks good. That's how you know they fucking crushed it. The ascension of a nice gleaming spaceship into the sky, the hopefulness of the plains, the shrouded mystery of the islands, this deep blue skies with swirls of mysterious fog and an unknown object, the darkness, the sinister broodingness of the purple colors here on the swamps, the sheer heat coming off of, and a straight, sharp line of the contrails of the spaceships going in. And of course, the swooping adventure-looking organic ships mixed in with the massive trees and icefall, glaciers with pouring rain. Just gorgeous, man. Like, come on. Just gorgeous. Full art godless shrine. Let's take a look. Can we even see it? I don't even think we can see the. That's really good. I mean, the black hole in the background with this brightness coming through, also just very sinister looking, malevolent. I don't think we see any watery grave. Oh, so I have that premium watery grave right there. This. Let's take a look. The soldiers, I will say that they're a little stylized. They're a little stylized. That all the people kind of have. You know, that soldier looks good. You don't think that looks good? They're from like the Legion of Sunlight. I mean that works for me. No. These are from my early access times. The only one that looked kind of has a goofy expression to me is that one knight that's like screaming. I think he kind of has a funny face. Not bad. The artwork is not bad. It's very evocative, but it's just kind of funny. That's what the soldier art is. That's all the EOE soldier art is. Looks the same. That's the soldier token. I like that. That's sick, fucking. Night Luminary looks good. Yeah, this, I wish this card was fucking better, because that is sick, bro. Like, that artwork is absolutely fucking hot as shit right there, man. Space Paladin. Too bad this card sucks. But, overall, I added him just because I like how he looked, too. Where's that guy? Yeah, the Sunstar Chaplain has a goofy look on his face. He's in the middle of yelling something, and I think it's very... I think with his mouth open like that, it looks a little goofy. I do like the art. I like how it looks, and I love the armor and all that. But I do think his face expression is a bit goofy. You want to see some other art that I think is sick. Halia is really good. Cosmogrand, by the way, she's fucking cracked as shit, by the way. She is fucking amazing. Lux Knight Breacher, all those look good. Where is that Double Strike guy? Man, I'd use some of these as my fucking background. Look at fucking Dual Sun Technique. Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at that. Come on, guys. For a white card... with all that fucking color and swirls and double fucking knives. Damn, bro. Like, skibbity goddamn. Yeah, they do have some goofy faces. I do like the action, and I think that they did it on purpose to, I think they did do it on purpose to kind of evoke those old kind of action serial cards, of back in the day. We are going to do a lobster. We are going to do lobster explosion. So we're going to do gastronaut that lets you sacrifice food. And that you can sacrifice artifacts and stuff like that. So that we can use munitions and lobsters. That is going to be one of our goals right there. Yeah, the Angel of the Exalted Sunborn's fucking insane. No, they told their artist, they said fucking go wild, man. Just absolutely fucking do it up, man. True 2 or more tapped creatures create a 2/2 robot token. Heavy metal vibe? Absolutely. Yeah, the space fantasy vibe. Boogeyman. Angel Star, discard changes. Okay. Well, we hit Mythic. We did the shakedown breakdown. We did everything that we needed to do. We built the deck for Tuesday, which we'll probably do more. Why don't we end up with a little, you want to do a little space? You want to do a little space game? A little space game? Is that what you want to finish it off on? We could do about 30 minutes of space game. Yeah, all the angels fucking look amazing. The Esteli. By the way, there's an angel deck up right there if you want to go look at that. We can do a little space game for y'all. We can do a little spacey. A little spacey for y'all right here, right? Well, I'll show you how my empire is doing. How's that? The one that we built together. The empire that we grew together. I'm glad you guys are like watching Stellaris. Alright, we are back with our empire. This is where how the Monoist Empire has grown. Now, I'm playing the faction from Magic cards, by the way. The people that want to feed people into the black hole, the Mono Black faction, I made them in Stellaris. If you weren't here for previous, we are a psychic and we worship. There's Sothera the Super Void, just like the card. And we also made Susser Segundi. There it is. That's the other card, the Desert World, that's falling into the fucking, that's slowly collapsing into the giant super void black hole here. So we also have some shrouded worlds that, some of these purple shrouded worlds, what we haven't fucking figured out how to deal with yet. That we'll do when we eventually awaken. But so far, we also have just an enormous amount of black holes in our territory. Which is, that's our goal, is to turn the universe into black holes. I think I'm going to try to get them to turn into the Crisis and devour the entire universe and turn it all into a black hole and just get the Sun Crushers. If we get the Sun Crushers, I'll try to turn the whole map into a black hole. Every star. That would be kind of the idea. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. I'm not that good of a player. As you can see, I've been casually doing this and not doing it like I should be. Let's do that up. Boo, 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 boo. Voltic production yard. There's a lot of these new buildings. I don't know what the fuck they do, man. They added a bunch of shit in the new update, and I have not been paying attention. Medical center. We need a fucking silos. They don't have fucking silos anymore. I do need to get my consumer goods up. Where's my fucking consumer? Oh yeah, so I did start the black hole storyline as well, which is actually really rare. Let's open that box up. The worm in waiting. Yeah. There's some sort of crazy fucking monster or something contacting us, calling us from the black hole, and I thought that we should do what it wants because as a people we worship black holes. So we also found a tomb world. Darkholme was a fucking relic world. We did find that, which is fun. We'll have to put a commander in charge of this. We can get one more commander here to get the bonuses. Empire, military fleet. Commander. No. I'll do that. Sell it. We'll open it. Game research. Yeah. You. Boom. Great Awakening. Yeah, let's hit the Great Awakening for their psychic powers. The veil has been lifted. All of the worm loves you. Oh, you know the fucking worm loves you. Try the real space mod if you get a chance. Autocathon monument on your planets. You think I need on all of my planets? I have a bunch of the DLCs. Hey, what's up, Defies the Minds? I have a bunch of the DLCs. I don't even remember how many I fucking have. Let me put some Autocathon monuments. Generator support. City district management. We can clear anymore. We'll put an Autocathon. Specialization. This is a mining world, so let's say mixed industry. We already have a mining industry. Planetary defense. Let's do mining support. Heavy industry. Let's do chemical plants. How many exotics? We don't need that many exotics right now. Alloy restoration. We're going okay on alloy. Well, oh, shuttle crash on Sol. Okay, I gotta do that. I gotta deal with that right now. This is, like I said, for my Zoomy receptors, this is always giving you something to do. Metallurgist, upkeep, planetary infrastructure. Let's do alloy foundries right there. X-Death is going to be our mining planet. It's a big planet, where as you can see, we're populating the shit out of it. We could also study Titanic life. The worm loves you. Oh, Mochi knows what the fucking worm is, huh? You've ridden the moon worm? This is our main fleet, too, by the way. I chose the weird-looking purple ships here to make them match the fucking entropic battle cruisers of Magic. Again, really my idea was to try to make this as close to the Magic cards as possible. So, we're a bunch of fucking space death weirdos. Awareness increase. Man, it's Earth. I have Soul 3, which is just Earth, and it's figuring out that I'm out there, and I don't like that. Why do they gotta fucking figure out that I'm there? Stupid fucking Earthlings. We're gonna throw the Earth into a black hole. It's not like there's not other planets out there. Okay? We're getting ridiculous now, guys. We go to the Sol system, and they're like, what's going on? What are you guys doing? And it's like, shut up. You know? Shut up. Who's the closest science ship? Who is the closest science ship? Oh, fucking, where's all my fucking science ships? They're just all fucking sleeping somewhere? We're all just fucking loafing about? I'm recalling all of you. I'm recalling all of you. 108 days, 143 days, 123 days. And you will go... Oh, you're stuck. That's right.
Council agenda ready.
A study has been completed.
Okay, let's get that up. Hey, we can get another one. We can put the Death Priests in there. We'll open Edicts, and then we'll start some sacrifices. Kill all moral initiates. Each one sacrifices additional unity. Do we want population happiness, or do we want bounty, mineral, and energy? I think we want unity. I think we want happiness. I think we're having a happiness issue. Some planets aren't that happy. Especially the frontier. Yeah, okay, so let's sacrifice a bunch of our initiates into the black hole. Put you on, and then we're gonna start the black hole sacrifices here. Harmony. So okay, so we've started the sacrifices. We've started the sacrifices right there. We're throwing people into a black hole. That's our goal. That's our religion. You can't judge us. Doesn't matter. Psionic supremacy. Let's try that. You can't judge us, okay? That's just how we do things. Thank you, Trex. I updated it. I need to get that consumer goods up, man. We need to have a specialization. Let's get more consumer goods. That consumer goods has never been fucking very good. Specialization available, mineral extraction, Benthrin processing. Evow. Management. Let's get rid of these sinkholes. Quicksand basin. Evow. They're unhappy, so let's put a temple. That'll help. We're having a jobs issue. Archives. Put more research labs. Material workshops. And fluid dynamics center. Sure. Why not? Yeah, I got a bunch of shit. I got a bunch of DLCs. I don't have all of them. Every time a DLC goes on sale for like $5, I grab another one for my pleasure. That's kind of what I do. I just do a little bit more. But that's the monoist empire that we're looking at. I wasn't able to get fast enough to get this little tangle. I wanted to get this tangle. I got a little bit into it, and I'm upgrading my border systems right now. Open up a trade network. And let's add another anchorage. Buildings. Let's talk about naval logistics center. Okay. Upgrade you. Ethics shift chance is fine. Hey, what's up, Big Fat Doinks? We hit Mythic and did everything we wanted to do, so we're closing up with a little Stellaris. Alright, civilian industries are coming along. We are getting our civilian industries back up. That's good. The Empire Capital is missing has a fucking bunch of jobs that we're not getting. Colony Ascension. Yes, we do want a colony ascend it. Should we do it again? Yes. Okay. Economy, holdings, Overlord holdings. Okay. Stability. Everyone's pretty stable. No one's unhappy. This planet's not very happy. We got to get rid of these things. We're going to build the temple next. What do they not have? They don't have that. The temple going up should help them. Let's do some more research here. Shields, definitely. I don't know why we don't have shields yet. However, we need to get some of these situation logs out of the way. I've been not fucking doing enough of these. Let's get you guys all back here. Boom. Let's bring back them. We also do have the Shrouded Temple is here. We got to talk to them eventually. I have a feeling since I chose Shroud, that they're gonna fucking... It's gonna be, share opinion, research game, technology branches, monthlies row. We have to give them 10%, but we get that zero distillation. And we get it there. We have to spend influence. We'll wait on that. I don't know if that's worth it. But we do have the monoist, the fucking Shroud Walker's Temple. I figured since we're magic users, because this is just the imitation of a magic faction, that is what we should do. So we're gonna wait and see how that plays out. Let's take a look at our situation log. Oh, what other places do we have? Moon Bump. Where's that? Moon Bump. Okay, so that's on the fucking other side of the planet, on the fucking side of the galaxy. Why is that my top fucking thing? I don't want that. Titanic Life Study available. Let's start that. And Crystalline Cloud Study. Let's do that. Fascinating Automata. Okay, our civilian industries should be getting better now. Evow should be improving here in a second. Housing is okay. Next, you know what? We're going to put a civilian industries here. Automation building. We'll put a civilian industries and a mining district. Alright. Void clusters. Physics research.
Is complete.
Okay, where's our research? Alright, let's take a look here. I'm trying to clear some of these up. Investigate the time loop. Okay. Cracking open the alien box. Let's get that open. We have railguns that are still working on, so we have a physics and engineering research that we can do. I've been leaving these ones. Almost there. We're gonna make it. Are we gonna make it in time to get the shuttle back before we're discovered? I don't think we are. Hey, all right. I forget what the fucking.
Is complete.
I always remember. I'm gonna look it up. I know that's cheating, but I can never remember what they do. I've opened this box so many fucking times. Green solution. That's the one I like. Habitability up. Habitability is important because that lets you get to more planets. You can get habitability up. It's actually super useful. No, it's gonna time out. We didn't make it there in time. Too many fucking faraway ships.
Steering clear of belligerent.
Who's in our spot? Space amoebas? Okay, let me send the fleet in to take care of the space amoebas. To get you. All of our fucking, all of our stupid fucking science ships are off doing other shit and did not get a chance to,
A special
did not get a chance to come back fast enough. I was having them on auto explore, which was a problem.
construction venture.
Hey, what's up, Doinks? Okay, so they're a little happier. Let's get them rogue scientists. The operation is a go. We have reclaimers to Soul 1. It gives every rogue scientist he's just given a few to kings of advanced weaponry that are processor flights force extractor. Sigma ground forces so the sound of the native population, making him see her as a god. I don't care, man. I have a feeling that this is going to and they're gonna fucking increase awareness regardless. We're gonna get this bitch out of here. She's talking about she's gonna go rule fucking Earth. Fuck you. We're gonna feed you to a black hole. That's our solution to every problem. We feed you to a black hole.
A special project.
Okay? That's what we do. Problem, throw it in a black hole. It's solved. That's what we need. Armies, let's get up. Recruit assault army. We're gonna create some fucking assault armies here. Boom. You throw it in a black hole, it's not a problem anymore. I feel like that's just common sense. You know what I mean, guys? That's just common sense. You throw it in a black hole and it ceases to be an issue. Okay, precinct house. No crime. Put up a research lab as well. Civilian industries. We'll put up an additional civilian industries. Increase that for mineral extraction. See, Chris Chaos gets it. We're all ending up there anyways. You know what I mean? You're going to go into the black hole no matter what. we might as well start a little sooner than later, you know?
A study has been completed.
It's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Gonna end up in a black hole. So, the quicker we get it done, you know. You know that's the goal of the Monoist, right? In the story. That is literally what we're doing in the story, is everything is gonna go in the black hole. The one girl, the one lady, that scientist lady in Mono Black that makes the skeletons, her wife threw herself in the black hole but fucked it up and ended up in the ring. And so now she's frozen in there due to time dilation, and that's why she's doing experiments on skeletons, is so she can figure out how to... Oh, this is a trinary star? Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. So she can figure out how to get her... That's why she's, like, ripping up people's bodies and doing skeleton experiments, is she's like, well, my wife is stuck in time dilation, and I need to get her back because she tried to go in the black hole and fucked it up, which, you know, we can't judge people. I've never thrown myself in a black hole. Maybe I wouldn't do a good job of it. Loop Temple, the place of pilgrimage. So she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna experiment how to get her out of that, because when I throw myself, the new ship hails sings to the Monoist. This bitch is goes that must be an ambush. But a glossy, haunted, wrecked face, plasma and older. Wait so long. My punishment is to die in battle against you. Please end me. I'm sorry. What is happening here? Are you a same Monoist as you were last year? Every day is death. Every future is a choice. The captain that was. Ask the loop. If you want it to end, why wait? A warship is a full way to die. What is the loop? Surrender. Can do it as every say. The worm in waiting, and I suppose then the loop is a monster maker. Okay, so all right. What was, will be, what will be, was.
The situation log has been
Okay, so they have spawned. Our battleships are already on the way. Okay, so that's a situation that'll take care of itself. Let's land you over here. We're gonna make a landing on Sol. Research project. Ground forces incoming. Too late, you left too long. The Loafer, forgive me, please. I've heard it's one of the best stories in Stellaris. And I'm kind of only half listening, unfortunately, but, collect them swiftly. Extract missing scientists. That's going to be there soon. Study the message. Okay, so we're going to have to study the message. Research project and system.
has been engaged.
Sounds potentially useful.
Special project.
Do that. Missing in action. Who won missing in action? Oh, the space, because they're fighting space amoebas. You go fight them. Gain physics research. Man, our civilian industries are getting fucking... We cannot get enough civilian industries up. We need a whole planet dedicated to this shit. We have heavy industry. Flagella are fascinating. Let's do Flagella.
Project is complete.
Desert World, you're gonna do civilian industries. Do that. Boom. 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 Okay. Synthetic crystal. Administrative operations. Resource silos. And bring a resource silo in. Boom. We got a lot of... Alright, we're ready for make our landing on fucking planet Sol that they're fucking up real bad here. Let's do it.
A study has been completed.
Troopers, how you doing, troopers? Environmental engineer, they're righteous. There we go. Hopefully we succeed on this one. Successful extraction. Because the rogue strange from stole hundreds of unenlightened were tragically gunned down. Launched suicide attacks at feudal of God. Our legal system will now do the sign of the physical plus the present system or the deity of spirit away by invaders from the stars. I don't give a shit. You're going to the black hole. Study the message. Where is that? That's there. The spiraling pod. Okay, we're going there. We got another one to go to. Let's do it. I can finally pull you back. Oh my goodness. We defeated them. Let's get you back to base. Upgrade the base. Put another star yard in there and another anchorage. Building. We can do a off-world trading company and a latent-enabled logistics and a fleet academy. How about it? Boom. New research. Research Institute would be not bad. Cleared up our queue there. Shrouded communications or special projects. Ooh. There we go. Breach the shroud. Yeah. That's the stuff. Breach the shroud available. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? Welcome to the show. We're almost done here. Study the messenger. Give permission to continue. Escape hunters of the knockoff the remains of the messenger, however, in other matters, mistakenly predecessor there. Saruman's permission to conduct an extensive research. Yeah. Give permission to continue. We're militaristic. Study the messenger connection. I have no idea what's going to happen, so we'll find out. What's up, Gobbler? Let me shout you out.
A special project is complete.
Furthermore, forensic analysis of the remnants has been undiscovered oddities. Parts of the ship were constructed at the same time. Math mentions hundreds of years older. A power cell recovered much better than it should. Furthermore, Tunetank has covered unexpectedly chronic health problems. One case, potentially terminally ill condition. Okay, so they're from the future and they're giving everyone space cancer. I think that's the takeaway here. The ship is from the future and it gives you space cancer. I think that's the main takeaway. Veteran level reached. Let's talk about Esclore. A creative form of treason. Strange loop. Strange loop. Excellent idea. Okay, Saruman has reconstructed the messenger species. It's feebler than ours. There needs to be some clarification of what a messenger. It's a little embarrassing to imagine that we might have descended from such an effete species. But Saruman is firmly in that opinion, indeed larger kind of loss of tragedy. Undergone experimental treatments to alter the physiology of that of a messenger. They say scientist dies. I don't know. I don't want to de-evolve ourselves. I don't want to de-evolve ourselves here. This may have significant unimpressive consequences. I don't really want to de-evolve myself because it says that we have descended from flesh. So they got de-evolved. They went backwards in time and became a weaker, crappier, de-evolved version of what we already were. I don't feel like that's good to spread. I'm kind of curious as to what happens, but also I don't think that's good. I don't think that this society as a whole, as a militaristic and spiritual, would say, yes, go ahead with it. Feeble in ours, it's smarter than used to be the source of species messenger. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go for it? Should we just fucking say, who cares? We're all going in the black hole and chase it down no matter what happens? Doctor and Strange Loop. This is going to be a tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't want them to de-evolve. I'm a little concerned about that. I'm genuinely a little concerned about that. Lord of War, Grasp the Void. Technology Ascendance, Eternal Vigilance. Galactic Force Possessions. I like to hold on to these until I need them. I don't like to do these until I'm absolutely sure I need them. Destitute Armada, let's upgrade that. Add ship. We got enough cruisers. Okay, we're good. We could build more ships, but we're not at war right now. New research. Let's get those tile blockers. Let's start researching our shroud breaking. Let's take a look at that. Politics warriors sighted. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the fucking... That's the war faction, I think. The fucking, You know what event I fucking don't like at all? The Genghis Khan event, when the Great Horde comes. It's such a... I know it's like a pre-crisis. Man, it's such a waste of resources and it just never goes away. No matter how many times you blow up the Khan, he always comes back. It's such a disaster. It is such a pain in the ass. The only thing you can hope for is that they don't get near you. But it's such an... It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Let's do this. Resource silo. We're on good relations with a lot of these guys. Yeah. Let's improve. Oh, we're already improving with them? Okay. Who are we on good relations with? Contacts. Royal Rackfin Starhounds. Everyone else doesn't really like us that much. Why don't they like us? Is it because we keep throwing people into black holes? They're cordial with us. We need to keep them happy. What about them? They're cordial with us, and we need to keep them happy too. Let's establish an embassy. Because they have fucking huge fleets, and I don't want to fuck with them. Let's get an embassy going, guys. Yeah, the con just never fucking stops. It just keeps going. It's such a pain in the ass. Alright, so we established embassy. Alright, our civilian industries are finally up online. I was so behind on that. Quicksand Basin, let's get that going. Embassy established. Alright, let's get that up. Contact should be a little bit better now. Who likes us? The Royal... Oh, the Vrin Multistellar likes us? Okay. Where are you guys? Oh, you're way the fuck over there. Alright, well... I'm glad we're on better relations than Vrin Multistellar, then. We'll do that. Refugees? Admiral upgrading ships. Admiral. I guess there's a war going on somewhere because some war refugees showed up. We're not a very welcoming species. Because, as you may or may not know, we kind of want to throw you into a black hole. I don't know if I've mentioned this. We've talked about it a little bit, but I don't know if you guys remember that. What our main goal is we're gonna throw you into a black hole. We're gonna do it. Head of research. They died. Oh, sad. That's sad. They were a human. We had a random human join us because they were like, I love black holes and I love throwing people into them. And we're like, well, you're just the lady for us. Let me tell you, you're just the type of person we want to see. Sacrifice to harmony. Let's do togetherness. Blessed is the divine. Blackstone. Let's ascend. Okay.
Council
Specialization. Okay, let's do that. Psionic supremacy. Thought enforcement. Favor, display of power, conquer nature. A higher purpose. Yeah, let's do a higher purpose. Do you want to know what our higher purpose is? Do you guys want to guess? You guys want to guess what our higher purpose is? It's to throw people into black holes. I don't know if you guys remember that. Habitability. Oh, we can get some living metal. I don't know if we want living metal. Habitability. Let's get orbital habitats. Let's get habitability up. I need some more planet. I don't have a lot of planets. We're breaching the shroud. Worm in waiting. Moon bump. Nobody wants to research the moon bump. Okay, I guess it's in open space, but I can ignore it. All right, Empire focused. Okay. Another defensive platform. Excavate the site. Hell yeah. We found an excavation site. I love that shit. Excavation sites. Awesome. You go excavate that. Boom. Destitute Armada. You upgrade yourself. Non-aggression pact. Okay. A little bit of politicking going on. I don't really care about the fucking thing here. Ion thrusters. Need more destroyers. Okay, let's build some. Let's do that then. What precursors did we get? Oh, I found Fenhabanis in the Relic World, which I call Darkholme. I had to scrap all the shit here, but we found reactor pits and all kind of. We found the old Fenhabanis world here. Coils of God. Alright, well, I think that is going to be a good enough place as any. What is he doing? He is an archpriest. He'll be righteous. No, I haven't. Mocha, I didn't know you Stellaris this fucking hard, man. I did not know you Stellaris this hard. You know all the shit. Civilian industries. Alright, we'll wait on that. The surface quarry depot. Miner jobs. Industrial mining site. I don't know what any of these do yet. I gotta research that. Non-aggression pack? Absolutely. I love not fighting with each other. That's great. You Stellaris hard? Alright, alright. I Stellaris casually, but a lot. I just kind of fuck around. I enjoy it. It completely occupies every section of my brain, so I don't have to think about the darkness. Automation is your new favorite building? Alright, I'll give it a shot in a second. We're gonna leave it right there for right now, though, guys. Fun time in Stellaris. We hit Mythic. Was a good night, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll put these Stellaris mods up on the second channel. Do a let's play. We'll see you, folks. I'm gonna end it right there. I should have had that up a little bit more. I'm gonna end it right there. Who do we want to raid out to? We'll raid out to Trex. Adios, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. On the flip side, on the grip side, and the number one tip side. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. We'll see you in the next one.